Okay, before we start, we got a list. Okay, so if they're really powerful, they got super def, super mind control, and amazing power, more power. And if they're just weak, it's no power, no diff, as in I can beat them one way or another. May take a while, may take a few minutes. And then you got next to no power, which is slightly more stronger than no diff. And then you got middle, which is womanly ways, that's it. And then you got powerful, which is like. And then you got powerful, which is more power than your average, more powerful than your under average, and way more powerful than the no power, no diff situation. So, yeah. Um,
Hello.
don't get too excited, that was my neighbour.
Stick an edit in.
And because of that extra added material, more likes. Okay, so I'm going to explain again. Okay, super diff, super control, mind games, and more power is top. That's as powerful as you get in this list. Powerful, womanly ways, that's it. Let's know power, that means I could probably do them eventually, or within a day to a week, or no diff at all. I could tactically beat them sooner rather than later. But we're going in order of who could beat who, and well, where do we start? Catwoman, I'm gonna say, is powerful. She's a zombified female with the power of a cat, and she can manage to use mind games to beat Batman and Batman Returns, and flexible, and yeah, I'm gonna say powerful. I may move her down. Next, Rose slash Ross or slash Rose, whichever way you want to pronounce the name. No diff, absolutely no powers. She may use a minor bit of womanly ways, only a tiny amount. She initiative at that, no power, no power. Okay, so tactically, I could tactically beat her within a week, or she could probably go for the better option of joining forces with me, and she'd win more battles. Simple as that. Otherwise, no death, no power. There you go, 7 of 9. I'm gonna put right in the middle actually. As a Borg, extremely powerful, but when she became more human, she lost a lot of her power. She was good tactically, which is good, or anything structured or tactical, but she lost a lot of abilities tactically when she gained more humanity. She didn't gain any more powers. I'd say she lost a lot of her powers after, becoming more human and less Borg. But she did manage to figure out information about the Omega in Star Trek Voyager, and she did help Catherine Janeway with a lot of decisions, good or bad. Lousy Janeway. So, there you go. Next. Right. There you go. And I'm going to put that. She can control a dragon. She can use mind games, I guess. Quite powerful. There, right there. Next, Firecracker. Right there at the top, without doubt, Firecracker from the boys. She uses fingers to shoot, fireworks, missiles. She's a great tactician, great marksman, super super powerful, and she's got muscles, very, very good tactics. So yeah, she generally would do well. Was it Queen Mead from the boys? Well, she's got some of strength and a bit of jujitsu, but that's about it. Next to no power, next to no diff, no set power per se. Being a bit more a challenge than Rose, but not as good as strong as some of the other characters on this list. There you go. Next we got you know, yeah. So next it's the elf from Lord of the Rings / Hobbit. She uses her powers to defeat the ring or ignore the ring. The ring has no power on her at all, which takes a lot of diff, a lot of power. So yeah, right there. Next, Hardcore from Peacemaker. She can start a fight in a brawl, or really good at starting a fight, but no set powers as such apart from that. And you know what, I'm going to move 7 and 9 slightly up to there. Hardcore, powerful when it comes to starting a fight, but that's really about it. Ellen Cutter, using in Primal, she used mind games to kill off and to get rid of Steven, and to get rid of Cutter as well. And she uses her mind powers to control the anomalies and figure out what time to go through. And at one stage she even used her powers to make her look like someone completely different in one of the later episodes. So you know what, right there, top of powerful. Maybe behind, was it the Game of Thrones lady who can like control dragons? Yeah, right there. Next, she managed to smash Thor's hammer. She managed to outwit Loki. She managed to close the gate as well to was it the world of Asgard. So yeah, I'm gonna put her right there. Next, Linda Bowman from the X-Files. Strength close to 0. Power close to 0. But she has got extreme ability when it comes to mind games. So at one point she managed to go in a hospital and write on a sheet of paper saying VIP with pen, which managed to make people think that she was a nurse that worked there, despite the fact she just got a random sheet of paper and a random pen saying VIP. And yeah, So, Linda Bowman, many ways, not quite underpowerful. Next, can't remember the name from the Seventh Son, but she can also control dragons. But come the end of the day, I'm going to put her relatively low because she got beaten so easily by Jeff Bridges.
Whoa, dude. You got like real main character energy.
I'm sorry, but if you get beaten by Jeff Bridges, who's got no power, he's relatively old. I'm sorry, but you deserve to be towards the bottom. Jeff Bridges very quickly managed to beat her. And in the beginning, even before the film started properly, Jeff Bridges nearly beat her then. So, Jeff Bridges, there you go. Sorry, but got beaten by Jeff Bridges. Not a young Jeff Bridges, but a relatively old Jeff Bridges from Seventh Son. And in that film, he's got next to no power. Most of the time he's drunk, and he still managed to beat her. Next, Rogue. This is going to be interesting. I'm actually going to move some of these guys down due to there you go. Thing with Rogue is one touch of any mutant from X-Men and she suddenly gains their power within a few minutes, and it's almost to the point of, if it's for so long, they get into a random coma because she can't control her power because she's that powerful, but she doesn't know she's that powerful. So it's an interesting one, and without even knowing you're that powerful, it's like, hang on, you're not getting cocky about it because you don't know you're that powerful. So, and you're able to do that. So there you go, super diff and power. Next, another character from the boys. Don't know much about this character. Apparently she's got quite a bit of power, but I'm not quite convinced actually. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not convinced how much power she's actually got. So I'm sorry, but if you watch the boys, please comment and tell me how powerful she actually is. I'm not convinced. Next, Phoenix from the X-Men. Depends what version of you're watching. Phoenix from Dark Phoenix, or Phoenix from Days of Future Past, or Phoenix from The Last Stand. Either way, Phoenix is powerful. No doubt about it. And she controls power most of the time. And this time she's actually more powerful than the rest of the mutants. Arguably too powerful due to the script that the writers and directors put on her. So due to that, I'm gonna put her right there, and I'm gonna, move her down there. Sorry, Catwoman, you're getting moved down. 7, 9. As I said, she got weaker as she got more into human. Generally, as a human, she got injured more. And yes, the elf from Lord of the Rings, she is powerful. She did use her power to avoid the ring, but we didn't see much of her going one-on-one against opposition. So yeah. No, I'm going to stick her there for now. Starlight. Starlight, she has power to control electricity out of her hand and harness electricity. But saying that, she can still get an electric shock if she doesn't harness electricity properly. But still, I'm going to put her right there, really powerful. This one, can't remember her name, but she can fly. I don't know what else she can do, to be honest. What else? You can clearly hover. Maybe I'm putting her too low. Maybe, just maybe I'm putting her too low. You know, right there, bottom of that list. Powerful. She can hover. She can hover. If you watch The Boys and you know what else you can do, please put a comment. White Witch from Narnia. What else can I say? I don't like Christmas, which was my birthday, so I'm going to rank her really highly because she made it winter and not Christmas. But as a fighter, she was okay in battle, and okay at that because she had people protecting her anyway. Yeah, she had a bit of magic. Way too powerful to put no diff. So yeah, I'm gonna put a bottom there, right there. Next, Wonder Woman. Okay, without the shield, without the lasso of truth, she'd be no diff. Okay, simple as that. But she has got the lasso. If someone did take the lasso off her, the shield off her, then she'd be in trouble. Now, saying that, with the lasso and the armor and all the knowledge she's got, I'm gonna say powerful. There you go, probably there. You know what? Yeah, she can hover. There you go, sorry. It's probably fair. Xena, she's a good fighter, good with battles, but has she got any powers? Not really. No. Apart from battling, it was like next to no diff. In fact, a few episodes she has been beaten quite convincingly, and to be fair, she succeeds because she can go last resort to ask for advice from Norse gods and Greek gods. She's got her friends to have her back, but overall, no, actually got any power. No. So there you go. I'm just about happy with where I put everyone on that list. But if you've got any disagreements, please post comment. And with the new Boys TV series out now, or if you watch The Boys and you know more about these characters than I do, which clearly you probably will, post a comment. So I want to know how powerful they are really, or if you think, oh, that character's more powerful, or I disagree, that character's more powerful, please post a comment. And yet again, if you want more of these tier list videos more often, I want to see loads and loads of new subscribers and loads of likes, I want to see loads and loads of new subscribers and loads of likes, loads of comments. The more comments and likes, the more videos we'll do more often. Simple as that. Don't have nightmares.